Happy National Library Week. This April 4th through 10th, take time to check out your library's digital content, like audiobooks, movies, and video games. Visit your library online to learn more.
And now, we have a special proclamation. As many of you know, yesterday the Muncie Public Libraries reopened to the public after extended pause in some services due to COVID. Today we have invited some special guests here. With us today is Director Akila Shakura Nasakari and Assistant Director Beth Kraler with the Muncie Public Libraries. So we want to welcome them, and it's my honor as Deputy Mayor to present to both of you this proclamation on behalf of the Mayor. The proclamation of the Mayor reads as, and I'll take my mask off for this. Whereas libraries of all types are in the heart of their cities, towns, schools, and campuses serving their communities, and whereas libraries are accessible and inclusive places that foster the sense of belonging and community, and whereas today's libraries and their service extend far beyond the four walls of the building, everyone is welcome to use their resources. And whereas for people lacking internet at home, libraries provide access to computers and Wi-Fi, and even check out internet hotspots to those in need. And whereas libraries strive to develop and maintain programs and collections that are as diverse as the population they serve and ensure equity of access for all. And whereas libraries offer opportunities for everyone to explore new worlds and become the best they can through access to technology, multimedia content, and educational programs. And whereas to adapt to our changing world, libraries are expanding their resources and continuing to meet the needs of their community. And whereas libraries are a cornerstone of democracy, promoting a free exchange of information and ideals for all. And whereas libraries have long served as trusted and treasured institutions for all members of the community, regardless of race, ethnicity, creed, ability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or socioeconomic status. And whereas libraries, librarians, and library workers are joining library supporters and advocates across the nation to celebrate the National Library Week. And therefore, be it resolved that I, Mayor Dan Reinauer, Honorable Mayor of Muncie, Indiana, proclaim National Library Week, April 4th through 10th, 2021. During this week, I encourage all residents to visit Muncie Public Library in person and online to access resources and services to explore and discover all that Muncie Public Library has to offer. Signed, Mayor Dan Reinauer. It is my honor as Deputy Mayor to present to both of you the proclamation on behalf of the Mayor. I am hoping you would like to share some information about the Library Week with our viewers online. And I'll step away.
Thank you so much, Deputy Mayor Ivy, for presenting the proclamation for Muncie Public Library in celebration of National Library Week, April 4th through the 10th of 2021. As said, my name is Akila Nasakari, and I am the director of Muncie Public Library, and I'm so glad to be with you today. Yes, the library opened back up the doors, so you can come inside of the library now as of March 15th. We have provided all along services via curbside where you call ahead and we bring the material out to you once you check it out. We also provide PC Express. If you're in a hurry and you want to make an appointment to use our computers, you could do that. But as of yesterday, you can just walk in and use the computer, and you don't have to make an appointment, but you can if your schedule is so busy. So I'd like to thank Muncie for being patient with us and our staff as we prepared the building so that everyone could come back. So I'm just so happy to be able to serve the Muncie Public through the library. Beginning April 5th, we will be expanding our hours as we slowly move towards normality. We will be expanding to evening hours. Monday through Friday, 1 to 7 p.m. And on Saturday, we'll keep our 1 to 5. April 4th will be our last Sunday opened. We're going to phase out Sunday hours for right now because we, like you, would love to have some time to spend with our family in our community and go to other places. So until we get back to our normal schedule, we will be closing on Sunday. So come on Saturday, 1 to 5, or during the week, Monday through Friday, 1 to 7 p.m. We are also launching later on this year, and we had kind of a semi-launch last year, but COVID kind of stopped it. We're looking at our Carnegie Library downtown. It's one of the oldest buildings, if not the oldest building in downtown Muncie. And we're looking to restore that building. So I'll leave a little bit for Beth to talk about. But we do have some gifts for Deputy Mayor Ivy and for the mayor concerning our restoration project of the Carnegie Library. This is an ongoing, perhaps a 5-year project. The building is in need of repair on the inside as well as the outside so that we can continue pace with the rest of the city as we beautify downtown Muncie. We want to be a part of that re-gentrification of Muncie. So I will call my colleague and dear friend, Beth Kraler, who's the assistant director, to come and maybe talk a little bit about Carnegie Library restoration and maybe some other things that I would have gotten about. Okay? Thank you very much.
Hi, Beth Kraler with the library. We have, right now, our biggest concern is there are some drainage issues outside for Carnegie, and so we will be working on the funding for that. Inside, there's some peeling paint because of the drainage, but we're viewing it as about $100,000 for the drainage. Carnegie has continued working. I can announce that through the generosity of a user, we had a big scanner that we were able to scan all of the bound deed books, and they are able to continue using it to scan some of the unbound ones. They will be indexing those, every name. We continue to index the court records, so they go from a defendant prosecutor index to an every name index, and we continue to receive local history items all the time from wherever. Our staff was able to create this DVD explaining about the history of Carnegie. We were able to film it in that, and we'd like to present this copy to the city.
Thank you.
Muncie. And Akila has the latest Alliance magazine,
Yes.
has a nice article on Carnegie Library. Be sure and come. Carnegie and Connection Corner will remain by appointment only, but they have continued to serve researchers all over the world on history of Muncie and Delaware County.
So, since Beth mentioned the Alliance magazine, it is here. This is the summer 2020 issue. It has a wonderful cover. In fact, we're in the very center of this one. It's called Hidden Gems, Though No Longer Lending Books, Muncie's stately Carnegie Library, still active and interesting. As Beth talked about, it is a repository for government information locally and also for yearbooks and for family history. It is a wonderful resource, and we want you to come to see it. The documentary was produced in-house at Muncie Public Library through our talented staff, and it's called Carnegie Library, A Community Treasure, a documentary produced by Muncie Public Library with support from the Indiana Humanities and Indiana Landmarks corporations, and it's available for viewing on our website and also on our YouTube page. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I will present this also to the city of Muncie. This is a copy for for you in the mirror.
Thank you very much.
I should also add, those people who want their own copy for a donation, they can get a copy as well.
Of the video.
All righty. Well, I'd like to thank you both, your staff, volunteers, and board members for what you do to keep the libraries open, servicing everyone in our community. And with that, that concludes the updates for March 3/16, 2021. Thank you.